Hello, and welcome to what I think is going to be another great session today at our Commerce Cloud Summit. In this session, we're here to talk about B2B commerce, which is becoming a lot more important for companies that are traditionally transacting in more offline modes to be able to engage with their B2B customers in an omni-channel fashion. We here at Salesforce really believe that the key to successfully launching and expanding B2B commerce and other forms of digital self-service is by keeping all of your other channels informed, engaged, and helping them work with their customers at the same time you introduce digital innovation. By having B2B commerce as an integral and completely integrated part of CRM, it helps us ensure that your sales teams, your service teams, other people who support those customers are always kept in sync with e-commerce activity from your customers. And it allows digital self-service and e-commerce to take some of the manual efforts off of your sales reps to be able to focus them on more strategic selling activities. We're really excited about this innovation. And today, I couldn't be more thrilled to be able to introduce everyone to a handful of our current customers who've been using B2B commerce from Salesforce. And of course, some of our local support team that really helps guide customers through this transformation. We also think that B2B commerce can be kind of hard. Fortunately, our technology does make it easier, certainly to launch digital storefronts and keep the rest of your selling ecosystem in sync with that. But there's often a lot of cultural change and change for customers to get used to interacting with you in a new and different way. That makes customer success and our company's support for you all the more important. So we really believe in aligning you not just with technology, but content and people to help advise you through that transformational journey. And when it comes to B2B commerce, Audrey Moron is really one of our best leaders, and she is an amazing leader for us across Latin America, guiding customer success for all of our B2B commerce customers. Audrey, thank you for joining today, and I'm excited because it looks like you brought a couple of our top customers in LATAM for B2B with you. Is that right? Oh, you may be on mute, Audrey.
And yet I was. Thank you so much for having me, Andy. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'd like to thank everyone watching us. And you'd really be surprised to what great people can do when they have great technology in their hands. We have here two amazing cases of success of people that were able to move their digital transformation by using B2B commerce. I'd like to introduce to you. Actually, I'll let them introduce themselves and tell a little bit about what they do and what their companies do. Michel, would you like to get started?
Sure, Audrey. Thank you. Thank you, Andy. Thank you for having me today. My name is Michel Ferreira. Nowadays, I am the Chief Information Officer of Engie in Brazil. And I'm saying nowadays because in the time we implemented the e-commerce cloud of Salesforce in Engie, I was the commercial digital manager for Engie here. Engie, I'm not sure if you all are aware of Engie, but we are a global group in Brazil, a reference in low carbon energy and services. We have more than 170,000 employees around the world, many customers, partners, and stakeholders all around the world, with a very beautiful purpose that is to help our customers and our partners in the carbon neutral transition. In Brazil, we are the greatest private producer of energy in Brazil, with more than 10 megawatts of production capacity in Brazil. And now we are doing gas transportation too for Brazil. More than half of our states here in Brazil. As an IT manager here, the challenges are very huge on the commercial side, of course. And well, Salesforce has helped us a lot on that.
Thank you very much, Michelle. Diego, would you like to talk a little bit about what you do at SOL Millenium and what SOL Millenium does?
Of course. Thank you to have me here as well. Thank you, Audrey. Thank you, Andy. And it's nice to be here with Michelle as well. SOL Millenium is a medical devices company. It's a Chinese company based on China, but it's a global company as well. We have several different offices in EMEA and also here. I am a commerce business manager since 2019, to be honest. I was in charge of the supply management and the operation here in South America. And I was invited to go to China in the supply chain meeting. So we were there. But I also, since I started in SOL Millenium, digital is something in my background. So I was talking directly with a CEO every time trying to digitalize more the company. And once I was in China, he just made this invitation to try to connect the manufacturer to our customers. So it's something that was new for me because I know that in e-commerce and marketplaces, they were trying to connect the industry to the consumer, not the customers. But it was not something before the pandemic that was so like to have all this awareness. No? Yeah. So we were trying to talk about it. And he gave me this challenge. So we were trying to think in something that could connect, as Alibaba did before. So connect like Chinese producers to the mainstream. So we tried to and see how we can start that. So it will be a long journey. So first of all, we search for a technology to a commerce to start with a local, then start growing and I don't know, maybe reach this vision, so meet his vision in the first place. But pandemic and the COVID just accelerate this in like 10 times,
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah, so was something that I was working before, so it's nothing that was new, but helped me a lot, So it's difficult to talk like this because it's not something that was good. But for our company, accelerate the business, accelerate the transition. And I was hoping to do this, and I don't know, in 4 or 5 years, but in just 1 or 2 years, this accelerate too much. So this is the kind of the story. So that's why we work customers on Salesforce. Before I had like CRM and other SKUs. So we just connect the dots and we start the project. And I started searching in 2019 in July, more or less. And we start the conversation with Salesforce in September. And we did the first go live here in Brazil on May 2020. Because also due to the pandemic, we delayed a little bit, the go live. But I think what the go live was pretty fast. Audrey helped us a lot in this journey. So I think more or less is this the short story.
That's great. Well, I'm sure you've been super busy in this past year and grateful for having some commerce investments. I guess, Michelle, energy is a really vibrant space. And as you say, it's really important right now as the whole world kind of unites to reduce carbon footprint, et cetera. I got to imagine the business customers that you support in Brazil are all kinds of sizes, big, small, whatever. I guess what led you to think you needed B2B commerce or digital self-service to support your customers?
Well, first of all, we intended to digitalize all the process that we have between the Salesforce, the sales people that we have here with our internal, our customers in Brazil. So we before Salesforce comes, we didn't have a CRM implemented here. So the first step was to implement the CRM and to make all the internal process flow very quickly and very digital. So like some things very important for us were we generate contracts in the beginning. The proposals and the contracts are the main goals, but we want to capture leads, filter the opportunities, and of course bring them to become a real deal for Engie. So this in the first place was our main goal. But secondly, we noticed that we have opportunities here to accelerate even more what we were doing with our customers. We have the opportunity to bring to them an innovative platform that we call today Energy Place. So in Brazil, we established this name for all small business, but is very small business and big business, but very digital processes, commercial processes in this tool. So what we can do on this tool?
Well, it sounds like pardon me. It sounds like a customer portal. It's not. We're not.
Yeah,
you know.
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense.
We treat it like a customer portal, but at the end is a commerce portal because we deliver information through other clouds of Salesforce, like Partner Cloud, like Customer Cloud, because our customers are not only the real customers that we sell Energy to. Our partners are in some way our customers too, because they use our energy to really deliver the contracts to their customers. So they are more than partners. So we established that we can deliver the customer portal to the final customers or to the partners. And with that, we offered services like energy measuring, like digital quotations, like short-term and simplified contracts already integrated to our electric chamber here in Brazil. What I mean, you do not have to do anything extra or out of Salesforce. You sell and you are already set to receive your energy, just like this. You can manage your contracts in a simple way and very fast and safe in e-commerce. So we have do it together. We have all done together. We put the customer portal together with commerce. So if you see that you need more energy or a different thing in your contract, you in a distance of a click, you change it to the Commerce Cloud and you buy more energy, or you ask to be answered in your needs. So that made a huge digital transformation in our commercial area here, because we were not ready at that time to respond to that demand of our customers in so short time. And now with Salesforce, of course, we implemented new business. We brought new customers and new partners to our circle of business here. And now we can say that we are doing more than a half of digital contracts, 100% digital in our energy selling in Brazil.
Wow, that's really an incredible result in a short period of time. I mean, that's really just amazing. That's outstanding. I'm curious, like, I'm kind of leading the witness a little bit here, but it sounds like you had some particular reasons why you picked Salesforce for this digital platform, yeah? Yes,
we have a global partnership with Salesforce. What leads us to have other cases around Engie. As we say, we have many Salesforce implementations in Engie, and we have discussed it because we have many CRMs or in many commerce digital solutions here, and we have decided, mostly because the most successful partnership that we were having in this couple of last years are with Salesforce. So we established some goals, and Salesforce could fulfill our objectives, could help us to reach and to have our goals attended here, and moreover, it was fast. So we have, I can say, in 6 months we have the first version online, and our customers are already making business, and that was the big differential.
Wow, that's just great, and I love to hear the results. And I think kudos to you and your team, because I think you're really following some best practices there. One, having a single digital portal where B2B customers and buyers can kind of get everything they need, whether it's an order status or check an invoice or payment. That drives up adoption, it makes your customers' lives easier, it makes your sellers' lives easier. So I think kudos on the program, the success, and the theme and focus. That's wonderful. Now, I know, Diego, from a SOL Millenium side, your business is different, obviously. And part of what you had the opportunity to do was, this core connection between the manufacturers and the buyers, being able to facilitate those transactions. But I think you've also had some pretty big global ambition, right? Expanding not just in Brazil. Is that correct?
No, it's true. Actually, the idea is to do the rollout, and we are already doing this rollout to put the Commerce Cloud ready in NACA and also in EMEA. And who knows, after that in APAC, it's a little bit more complicated, but for sure that we want to have this business working there. It's a difficult goal, especially now that we can travel and we can meet with all the leaders involved in the project. So for me, it's a challenge to trying to do this rollout from here. But the technology helps a lot in order to achieve it. No, but actually, this vision in the future to have this kind of our internally marketplace, it's something that we are pursuing right now. But what we have so far is the B2B commerce working here in South America, and we are about to roll out in NACA and later on in EMEA as well. So we are just working in those projects. Here, first of all, we try to convert the customers that we already have. So we have right now a 80% conversion of the total customer base. It's something that in the beginning was slowly, but after we do some changes, working in a lot of the customer experience and especially closely to the sales team, because if you don't work closely with them, it will be really difficult. So you can imagine whatever you like. If you have 1 year or 10 years in the company, you can imagine whatever you like sitting in the office. But down the road, if you don't have this close approach with the sales team or the marketing team, it won't work, right. Because they have their processes. They don't want to fulfill a lot of pages in Salesforce and whatever. So we learned that with the CRM implementation that I did before 3 years ago with Salesforce. And once again, starting from here and then rolling out for the other regions. So yes, after fixing and connecting some dots, was much easier, And right now, the good thing about that I can see really the digital transformation, because in the past was a project that everyone was seeing just with a new channel, and some persons in the company was just saying with a new ordering system, ordering management system, for example, not e-commerce. As Michelle was saying, we can do much more things. Like we can manage contracts, we can, have a new relationship with the buyers, with the customers, or with the partners, because you can sell more things, you can do cross-selling, upsell, and so ever. So right now, adding new tools and working a lot with supply that I worked before, you can track better the shipments. You can do a lot of different things that, if someone that works in the company that used to e-commerce, it's easy for them,
Yeah.
But talking about the industry, very conservative and so on, it's really difficult to do it. So,
well, I mean, I just, my hat goes off to both of you and Diego, especially in the SOL Millenium business. I think that 80% conversion to digital orders in such a period of time is amazing. As you said, there's almost no company that doesn't have some kind of big digital transformation project inside of their organization right now. Everybody's doing it. It's quite popular and important. But what I can say is not everyone is achieving the high success rates that you are. I mean, real digital transformation means doing exactly what both of you have accomplished, moving, in the case of Engie, almost all of your contracts in commercial space into digital over a short period of time. That's amazing. At that proportionality, I think converting the SOL Millenium ordering streams to over 80% digital in a short period of time, those are great results. And I think on the B2B side, a lot of companies struggle with the business model. They think that it's only about increasing sales. And yes, that's going to happen, especially as you expand other geographies, put more products out there. But you also save a lot of money and help your sales reps do better at the same time. And it's just great to hear both of your stories have achieved those kind of results. Audrey, as a way of kind of rounding out the discussion, I know you work with all of our customers and you're sort of the leading voice of driving B2B digital transformation for us. Any parting thoughts around the importance of having kind of cultural alignment, having your sales teams on board with the B2B transformation initiative?
Yes, and I would have to agree with Michelle and Diego on that. We're not talking about one process. It's not an arm of your company. When you do commerce, you're talking about your whole company getting their window open to the customer. So you better be sure that your house is all tied up and clean. And when you were able to align your CRM, your services, your marketing, your commerce, and your teams around that, you have that 360 view of the customer that allows you to serve better, to give them what they want, and to have the growth that you're searching for, right? That's what we've seen with these people. And again, it takes a lot of courage, and I have to congratulate you on pioneering these initiatives. And it's been a great partnership because more hands together help achieve more as well. So thank you so much.
That's awesome. And so Michelle and Diego, thank you for being commerce trailblazers with us. We're really grateful for the trust you put in Salesforce for your business. And thank you, Audrey, for the wisdom and support you provide all of our customers throughout Latin America. And I hope this has been a useful session for all of you chiming in. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.